So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the next and the last session of the day, which is a part of the I3T3 Mega Webinar Module 4, the Advanced Price Action Trading. This topic is about the third power pattern, which is caps. Okay. Now, as you all know, the first power pattern is flag limit. The second power pattern is FTR, which we studied in the morning. And this is the third power pattern, which is caps. So tomorrow we will study the fourth power pattern and some of the enablers, and next week we will focus on the last and final powerful power pattern. Kindly go through the disclaimer once, friends. Now, what is a cap? We all wear cap. Where do we wear cap? On our head. What is head? The top of our body. So cap is a point where the journey of a price stops. That's why it's called as a cap. Caps are reversal patterns in advanced price action, while flag limits and FTR are continuation patterns. Correct? If price is in a bull trend, we look for a bullish entry. Price is in a bear trend, we look for a bearish entry. Whereas in case of caps, we will look for strong reversal points. Okay. So whenever price makes a journey, price is going up. Okay, with lot of momentum. At some point of time, definitely there must be profit booking. Nothing can go up forever. Correct? So at one point of time, what happens? Price slows down. After a lot of rally, price slows down to make a decision. At that point, it can either go up or it can come down also. As you all know, if it comes down, it is what? That basing was a distribution. If it goes up, the basing is a reaccumulation. We all studied it in our first module. Okay. So at that point of time, what happens? Price suddenly starts falling, which means the base you saw was a distribution, and it cheats lot of retailers who think price can go upside. So how to play caps? Let's understand that. Now, price is going up. Price is going up. Price goes sideways here, and it formed a top, and lot of sideways it is doing. Correct? At this point of time, the price has to make a decision. The price has to either go up or come down or go up. Now institutions will have one choice. Okay, they would have already decided that this is where I want to take the price. At that we don't know, only institutions know it. Okay. So at that point of time, what happens? Of course, as a retail traders, many will be betting on upside, some will be betting on downside. Okay, there will be a lot of retail traders on the upside because it is always in a continuous bull run. So what happens at that point of time? The price drops massively. So ideally, in a higher time frame, this is just a rally base drop. That's all, friends. Any arguments? Okay. So then after this bad news, we know now price is coming down. Now we know that the institutions wanted to bring the price down and they cheated all the buyers who wanted to buy. Okay, and we know when, after the price fallen. Yes. Now if you go to a higher time frame, what is it? If you go to a higher time frame, it is nothing but a rally. There is a rally, there was a base, there was a rally, and then there was a base, there was a drop. No, it is HTF. It is in the higher time frame, not in the lower time frame. Not in the lower time frame. In the previous example, this is lower time frame. It is like a 15 minutes time frame. But what we are seeing here is like a daily time frame. Remember blending of candles. Okay. Now you all know why we call it as a flag. How many of you remember I told the reason we call something as a flag is because it creates a flag before price going up. Why? Here is the flag here. Is this the flag? Huh. Remember that flag has a base. And note this particular red color guy. The red candle which came down has engulfed that particular flag also. I will zoom it for you. So the best way is to write it here. This is nothing but rally, rally, base, 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 rally. And that base is the flag. Correct, friends? This is the pole. All those people who follow flag and pole pattern. Next, what happened? The price, instead of going upside, it just fell down. And it fell in such a way that the base of the flag was also killed. At that time, we are damn sure that this price, we should look for short trades. And then what happens? When price retraces back to that zone, we get a massive entry. Okay, now don't panic and don't worry. I'll now simplify the whole story for you guys. Shailesh, last slide. What do you mean by last slide, Shailesh? Can you elaborate your question? Here are the rules for finding caps. I have again redefined everything into simple steps. First thing, number one, rule number one, an authentic zone must be formed. What is that? An authentic zone must be formed. What is an authentic zone? An authentic zone is a zone which is an original zone, which is a incarnation of its own. Okay, that is point number one. So how to check if the zone is original or authentic? Just go to the left. On the left side, if that zone is touching any other zone, it is not an authentic zone. If it is not touching any other zone, it is an authentic zone. Everybody knows it. Perfect. Thank you, Gopi, Anand. The second thing is, if the price is at a lifetime high, any zone is an authentic zone. There are only two ways of forming an authentic zone. If it is at a lifetime high, a zone is an authentic zone. Or if it is not, go to the left, and if that zone does not touch any other zone, it is an authentic zone. Okay, step number one, we need an authentic zone. Step number two, an RBD or a DBR should be formed. Where is the RBD? This is an authentic zone. This is an RBR. Step 1 is an RBR. Friends, correct? This is a step number 1 is a rally, base and rally. Okay. Just a second, friends. Sorry friends, I am back. There was a lot of noise on the background. I didn't want that noise to trouble our recording. So I just went and warned the staff to keep quiet. Anyway, we are back. The second one is a rally, base and a drop. Is that clear? Step 2 is very clear. Now, step number 3 is the authentic demand or supply is broken. So this demand or supply is broken. And step number 4 is wait for the price to retrace to that cap. When an authentic demand is broken, at that time a cap is formed. At that very moment, we decide that if price comes back to that zone, we will take a reverse trade. Let me know if I have to repeat the whole story once again. How many of you did not understand it? Oops, really? Was it clear in the very first attempt, friends? That's news to me. Okay, let's move on. Let's get into the anatomy of the stock. Now, is this story valid only of lifetime high? No. I said an authentic zone has to be broken. That's all. It need not be a lifetime high. In case of a lifetime high, any zone is an authentic zone. You don't even have to go left and check. That's all. What is a rule book? Rule number 1, we need an authentic zone. Rule number 2, we need a RBD or a DBR. Rule number 3, the authentic zone should be broken. Rule number 4, we trade on retracement. Okay. There is a question. If there is an overlapping zone 5 years ago, is your zone authentic zone? If it is an overlapping zone 10 years ago, still it is not an authentic zone. Time does not matter. Price remembers history. For example, Maruti 10,000 is a cap. Yes, Gaurav, you are right. Okay. Now Chandru says, can you explain? You told RBR and you suddenly said RBD. Okay, why did I say that? Here is the story. The first demand zone in this example is what? It's a rally base rally. Rally base rally. And then what happened? Rally, take the same rally, base drop. So ideally what happened in total? It is a rally, base, rally, base, drop. Or it can be a rally, base, rally, and another rally, base, and then drop. So what is that another rally? The two rallies combined to become one single momentum candle. Simple. We cannot compare with FTR because FTR was a continuation pattern. This is a reversal pattern. Why authentic zone? That is the best question. Why authentic zone? An authentic zone is a very powerful zone. Why? Authentic zone is like a new fort. It is a new fort enemy has established. It is not an old fort which we some days back captured. An authentic zone is an exclusive brand new fort formed by our enemy. If the brand new fort of the enemy is broken, then we are strong. Okay, it can happen at old zone also, but an authentic zone is always more powerful. So without breaking the flag, if that retraces, can I take the trade? Check the 4 rules and you only tell me, will you take the trade? The rules are crystal clear. The authentic and demand and supply should be broken is the rule. So why do you want to deviate from the rule? Is this only valid for stocks reaching lifetime high? No. This is valid for all the stocks which follows the 3 simple rules. Create an authentic zone, make an RBD or a DBR, break the authentic zone, we will take a reversal trade. Very simple. It means, Ranga says, it means it is not breaking H2 but coming back and breaking the authentic zone. Yes, you can call it that way. In your language, if you want to talk in terms of FTR language, high 1 is broken, high 2 is formed, and that high 2 thing comes back and breaks that zone there. That's all. So every time instead of same story, this would be better. Okay, in simple words, look for an authentic zone. Second, look for a reversal. Third, break the authentic zone. A cap is formed. Let me pause for 10 seconds and allow you guys to digest this news. Please try to go through it once again. And if you have any questions, buzz me. We will answer it and move ahead. Why are you telling that RBD has broken the RBR? How can you call that RBR as an authentic zone? I am telling that RBR as an authentic. In this example, I cannot again now see. I clearly told you guys that an authentic zone is a zone which is a fresh zone. I am just telling this is an authentic zone. How do you verify? Go back in time, check if there is any zone which has touched it. Nothing has touched it. All zones were above it or below it. So this is an authentic zone. I have not told all the previous things. I didn't start with an SR and high is formed, low is formed. Directly I come to the plot. Now once we come to second half of the cinema, I will not talk about the first half anymore. You should know. I am telling clearly an authentic zone. You should assume that this is an authentic zone. Sir, is that clear, sir? Okay. It is a definitely an RBR, but it is an authentic zone is what I am telling. Okay, you have to go left to verify if it is an authentic zone. But remember, there are only 3 rules. Yes, so RBR zone is broken and RBR is an authentic zone because this zone is not a reaction to any zone in the past, and hence when price retraces, I will take a trade. So there is another interesting statement from Anand. He says, in this scenario, the price not only broke the authentic zone, it also broke the high and the zone together, high, which is H1. You can call it that way also. It means the same. So is RBD authentic? That we are not telling anything. RBD need not be authentic. I am fine with it. Cap is always marked in the same way as you mark any other zone. Now, friends, think practically why we are excessively stressing on a concept of authentic zone. Okay. Okay. The concept is what happens. There are buyers. Okay. Let me tell you. There are, see, all, for example, let's say price has gone like this. Price has come down. Okay. Now it has done sideways. Now price has gone. It has formed a base and it has gone up. This is what? This is one. This is authentic zone. Why? If you go on the back, you see only momentum candles and no base candles. If it is lifetime high, I don't have to explain you. By default, it is authentic zone. And then what happened? Price went up, formed a base and came down and break this zone. What does that mean? When an original fort is formed by these buyers, okay, it will have lot of strength. And when price went up, and now what happened? These sellers, they came with lot of force and destroyed that fort. When they destroyed the fort of the buyer, who is dominant? Seller is dominant. So when he comes back, I will take a trade. What happened? The suppliers have killed the demand here. This authentic zone, the moment it is destroyed, the demand is destroyed. A strong zone is destroyed. When the strong zone is destroyed, that means this fellow is powerful. This fellow is a numero uno. He is the Rajinikanth. So next time, if by any chance price retraces, there are a lot of pending orders, it will react fast. And this is a trend reversal game. And we will look for reversal trades at this point of time. Okay. So while reacting to the cap, the authentic zone, now it's gone. That zone is not, even though it's an authentic zone, that zone is broken. It has no meaning. Next time price, see how it royally went up. See this own example. Look at this. What happened here? There was a zone formed. The moment zone is broken. Okay, then did time pass? Zoom, it went off. Buyers are destroyed. They are exhausted. Is it simple, folks? Okay, don't worry. Let's get into the animation. Animation will help you better. Anatomy of a cap. There is a demand zone. Okay, friends. Why there is a demand zone? Don't ask me every drop base rally is a demand zone. Every drop base rally is a demand zone. But which zones we trade? We are not trading demand and supply zones. We are trading the power zones. What are power zones? The flag limit, the FTR, the caps are the power zones. Are we trading RBD and DBR? No problem, sir. No problem. Okay. Now let's continue. You'll understand now better. Okay. There is just a demand zone. Now what happened? From the price rallied up. At that time, it formed a base. What is it? Rally, base, rally. Correct, friends? Now what kind of a zone is this? You tell me. Why is it an authentic zone? Yes, it is an authentic zone. Why? Because if you go to the left of this zone, there is no zone. There is a momentum candle on the left. So it is an authentic zone, it is a fresh zone, it is an original zone. So which means it is a strong zone. It is the strongest of the enemy. If you look at all the movies of Rajamouli, like the creator of Bahubali, he always used to say, you should always glorify the enemy more. So his principle was, whenever I glorify the enemy more, there will be only one guy who will hit that enemy. He is the hero. And without giving unwanted hype to the hero, with a single scene, he will level up the range of the hero in the cinema. The villain does 10 things to become the villain in the movie. The hero just one scene, he will fight out the villain and he becomes and dominates him big time. That is what is cap. One guy coming and destroying an authentic zone, that is a power zone. Next we'll see. Now that is an authentic demand zone. Now what happened? Price went up, formed a base, and then it came down, and the mud moment, that is a supply zone. Correct? Why is it a supply zone? It is a rally based drop. Okay, now a supply zone is not a tradable zone. Correct, friends? In future, when I say demand zone, supply zone, doesn't mean that is a point you should trade. We will only trade what zones? We will only trade the power zones. We will only trade the flag limit, FTR and caps. That's it. Now the price went from that supply zone, it came inside the demand zone, and we thought that demand zone is good, but suddenly it broke that demand zone. Okay, the villain was created with lot of hype. That hero came in one scene, hit the villain, and he became a bigger guy, and that hero is called as a cap. The moment an authentic demand zone is broken, a cap is formed. So what are the three steps? Step number one, an authentic demand zone is formed. Step number two, a RBD is formed. Step number three, the authentic demand zone is broken. At that moment, what we will do, we will look for retracement to the cap level and we will take an elegant trade. And we look forward for the price to reach the next zone. Is it clear? I will wait for 10 seconds for any questions to emerge. If not, I will move on. The FTR had 5 rules. The cap has only 4 rules. Simple. Rule number 1, authentic zone formed. Rule number 2, an RBD or a DBR is formed. Rule number 3, authentic zone destroyed. Rule number 4, trade on retracement. Oh, good question. First, sir, what we call demand for a cap, what do we call for the supply? We can't call it shoes, sir. It is remain cap. So, so hilarious. Okay. So it is still cap. Okay. Let's not complicate. We will call it supply cap, demand cap. Yes, authentic demand zone breaking, Malkesh ji. Correct. There is a beautiful question. At the authentic zone, we would have taken a trade. Do we take a trade in authentic zone ever? We will never take a trade in authentic zone. We will only take a trade in a flag limit, FTR and a cap zone. An authentic zone is just a RBR or a DBD, nothing more. How do we identify false and real? That I don't understand your question, Malkesh sir. Can you repeat it? Yes, Keshav sir, retracement to that point. Simple. Now, let's go to the second case of the anatomy of caps. Now, concentrate, friends. How do we identify false? And sir, there is nothing like false breaking and real breaking. Breaking is breaking. Authentic demand zone is broken. The villain is beaten. You're asking me, is the villain beaten nicely, harshly? He is beaten, that's all. Okay, he has to be beaten. Simple. When an authentic demand zone, when authentic zone is beaten, that means the opponent is strong. That's all. When the zone is breaking, it has to engulf. That's all. What kind of a candle it can? It can be a gap down base candle also. Okay. Now focus on this, friends. This is little more critical scenario. Now be with me. Price is coming down and there is a demand zone. All of us know it. It is a drop base rally. Now price formed another zone, rally base rally, and that zone is an authentic zone for obvious reason. Because if you go to the left, you don't hit any zone, you will only hit the red momentum candle. Now after that rally, price formed bases, and after that base, price came down and created a supply zone. Now the beauty lies in the previous case. When the price came down to destroy the authentic zone, it formed only momentum candles. Okay, thank you very much, Prabhu. So there was a reformation of the slides. As a result, it has become fourth pattern. It is the third pattern only. Thank you very much for bringing it to my notice. Okay, now what happens before the zone is broken? The price forms another zone. So this is a cap, very clear, no? This is a cap, but in the process of making the cap, this price create another fresh zone in between. This is case 2. Everything is same, but when rally base drops came down, it was drop and drop. The second drop destroyed the zone. But in case 2, after the drop, there was a base and then a drop, which means price stopped there for some time. Why did it stop? Why? What was the reason for that fort to be created? That is a fort again. Whose fort? Sellar's fort. Now that particular zone is called as the source of engulf, and the top zone is called as the origin of engulf. What it actually means is, this is the engulf, correct, friends? This is the engulf. Answer my questions. Okay, this zone was engulfed. Who engulfed it? This red candle engulfed it. Okay, and where is the source of engulf? Which means from where did this, from which point this guy came? This guy came from this point, and that is why we call it as a source of engulf. So what happened? The army came down, they took rest, and from there they came down. They didn't come down directly. Instead of coming directly like this, they come, they do a lot of base, and then they came, which means they did resting there. What was the purpose of that resting? Okay, so now this is called as the source of engulf, because this is the zone which, from where the engulfing of the momentum candle started. Clear, friends? And the origin of engulf means engulf is there, but where did the army first start? The army started here, march past from here. So that is the origin of engulf. There is a beautiful statement. Source of engulf needs to be an authentic zone. Need not be. I never said that. Okay, friends. Now let's do this. Then after the zone was broken, what happened? Cap is formed. Okay. Now there are two zones now. So what will price do? Price might react from the source of engulf, or it can go to the origin of engulf and react from there. Is this clear, friends? Is this clear? In case of the previous example, there was no, okay, where was the source of engulf in the previous example? In the previous example, the source of engulf and the origin of engulf is the cap zone only. Why? The army didn't take rest in between. In simple words, the army has decided to come down and destroy this port. Okay. Now there are two options for army. Army can come, destroy this fort one shot directly from the main fort, or army can come from the main fort, take a rest in a mini fort, and finally come and destroy this fort also, the demand zone. So in the second case, this is the source of engulf, this is the origin of engulf. In the first case, there is no source of engulf. This place itself, the origin of engulf itself is the source of engulf. Is it clear, Keshav sir? The source of engulf is a flag limit. Um, no. Where is the SR line there? Where is the SR line? Stick to basics. Okay. Now, in this whole journey, what is happening is price, when it comes and breaks the zone, it can even react from here. It can even react from here. We don't know where it can react. Both zones respect. Many people, sometimes these don't zones will be like level over level zones, very next to each other. Okay. Finally, there are only three rules. Rule number one, authentic zone is formed. Rule number two, an RBD is formed. And rule number three, the authentic zone is broken. That's all. The moment that is done, cap is formed. Now, from when in forming that cap, if at all there is a zone formed before breaking the authentic zone, that becomes the source of engulf, and the top one becomes the origin of engulf. If directly two momentum candles and come and break the authentic zone, then the top cap zone itself is the source and origin of engulf. Okay. Cap is a point of consolidation and a major distribution. Okay. Now, is source of engulf and FTR and all, I don't know. You follow the rule book which we have taught. What is the rule book? What was the rule book of FTR? Low one is formed. Where is low one? Low one is here. L1. Okay. Price went up, formed a base. Did it move L2? It formed L2 here. Technically, in this scenario, if you want to follow that principle, then this is your zone. to trade a supply FTR. Okay, don't always compare with FTR, friends. I want to keep things different. That's why I tell different stories, give different examples for everything. Okay, now those two are separate. They are one family, one engulf, two engulf, upside, upside. Chodo, it's over. FTR is over. Cap is 100% reversal game. It is a different family. It's a different kind of power patterns. So where are we going to trade? Excellent question. Where are we going to trade? We are putting an entry at the proximal line. We are putting an stop loss above the distal line. So when price comes here, this is where I take trade. What kind of trade I'm going to take here? I am going to take a short trade at this level. Sir, in Maruti cap form but never got a chance to trade using cap method. Okay, let's see Maruti later. Don't worry. Okay, I always prefer to trade at the origin of engulf. I don't trade at the source of engulf. If you want to trade, nobody stops you. I prefer to trade at the origin of engulf. Source of engulf, also many great trades happen. Let's get into the next steps. There's some interesting stuffs coming up. Here is the example. Who is this? Let's take the examples. Okay, now do you guys understand the concept? That is first. Do everyone understand that cap is made up of only three simple things: an authentic zone, an RBD DBR, and a break of authentic zone? And in cap there are only two kinds of engulf: the source of engulf, origin of engulf, or combined source and origin of engulf. So guys, don't you guys think this rule is valid for shorts also? I mean for longs also. When price is continuously falling down, we will catch the bottoms. How do you catch the bottom? First verify and wait for the bottom to form. Have I got caps examples? 1 second, let me reconfirm. Oh, I am sorry, I have not put a cap example. It is the same story that holds good. So how let's mark it. Let's work together now. Tell me the process. How to mark a cap? Okay. Now let's say price has gone momentum. Friends, momentum. Now what has happened? Now price is coming. An authentic zone is formed. Price comes down. It forms another base. What is this, friends? Drop, base, rally. I'm sorry, drop. Is it clear? Why it is authentic zone? Go to the left, it is hitting a momentum candle. Now, then after the base is formed, the price broke the authentic zone. What is this? Drop, base, rally. Drop, base, drop, base, rally. So where are the three steps? Point number 1, authentic zone is formed. Point number 2, drop base rally is formed. Point number 3, the authentic zone is broken. At that point of time, this is your cap. And price, if it comes back to that zone, you will take a long here and a stop loss at the distal line, and finally you will go long for your target. Is that clear, buddies? Did we speak anything different? Don't you think we all stuck to the same rule? Ranga says, since we engulfed an authentic demand, can we call it as an FTR? What is an FTR? How many engulfs you want for an FTR, sir? What are the 5 rules of FTR? Again, go back to basics. Show me, if you are talking to me from an FTR perspective, you should show me where is L1, where is L1 broken, where is L2, where is base, where is L2 broken. All 5 things you need to show me. Okay. Now I will write the other concept, case 2 of supply. Here it is. Price went up, price coming down, authentic zone broken. This is drop, this is base, this is drop. Now price comes back and forms a base and then goes down. Again it forms another base and grows and breaks it, the authentic zone. Now this is drop, base, rally, another base, rally. So now the moment the authentic zone is broken, the cap is formed. Now, and this is called as the origin of engulf, and anywhere between another Chotu fort is formed, that is the source of engulf. And now by any chance price comes back, it can react from source of engulf, and further if it comes back, it can react from origin of engulf. Is this clear, friends? That's all. The same thing we did it. When we go into the examples, everybody would be happy. Yes, there is a battalion in between the main villain. Simple. Okay, before the hero go and touches the main villain, he has to kill all these chamchas, or what do you call, chelas. So typically drop base rally at the bottom, rally base drop at the top. That's the cap level. Simple. Perfect, Anand. Keshav sir, are you clear? Yuga? People who are new to price, advanced price action, I'm asking again. Okay. Ultimately, it's a war only. Trading is a war. It's always good to take the war examples. Thank you, friends. Let's go one by one. Okay, I guess case 2 is done. Disha, we will go to the live examples. We will do that. No worries. Okay. Here is an example that I have marked. Okay. Now, please recollect this. Step number 1. This is an SR, friends. Price stop there. Correct. Now, there is a rally base drop. So, this is an authentic zone. Correct. If I am wrong anywhere, friends, you can tell me. And after that, what happened? A rally, and then lot of movements happen. Now remember, you should not say, Ashok, you said rally base rally, and I'm waiting for rally base drop. It is not coming. Come on. That is a concept. There can be 150 bases in between. There can be multiple momentums in between. Overall, the reaction should be there. Got it? So don't ever think you get the classic patterns everywhere. Be realistic. Okay, because institution don't say, hey, cap is formed, let's go down today. No. Nor GAN level come here, 50% GAN level, let's buy inside. No. They are all our way of learning, our way of approaching. Price goes wherever it wants. Okay, that is an authentic zone. Then what happened? Then there is a rally, base, drop happened. Okay, and then what happened after the, in fact the drop, along again it make drop, base, rally. You got it? I'll clear it off my, okay, I'll put a small mark. This is rally, base, drop, base, rally, and the while coming down here it broke the authentic zone. The moment the authentic, I'm sorry, drop, base, drop, thank you so much, Gaurav, I'm really sorry. Okay, and the moment authentic zone is broken, this cap is formed. Now the cap formed with the two kinds of bases. One is the source of engulf, another is the origin of engulf. Price has never come there yet. We are waiting for price to come. Okay, any questions here? I will stop. The next question should be revolving around Ashok Leyland only. If Ashok Leyland example is very clear, I am going to jump to the next slide. Chances of getting trades are very, very low, I guess. So be happy. So what? How many trades you want in a year? I am looking for 100 trades. 100 positional, 200 positional, daily one trade, 200 trades, more than enough for me. I have 200 stocks. Do you think in each stock you will not get one cap, one flag limit, one FTR? There is an interesting proposal by Indrajit. He says, why don't we look for lifetime highs and lifetime lows? Yes, you can do that. Your AMI broker Super Studio has that option also in your equity scanner. You can use that. Go to lifetime high. You can even look for some caps there. Since Ashok Leyland has dropped more than 65% from the cap level, is it valid? Of course it is valid. This is not a medicine. This is not a medicine. It is valid forever. How do you trade this stock? How do I trade? Now I'm waiting. Either I can wait for the price to come to origin of Gulf, I can take a trade, or it can go to origin of engulf, I can take a trade. Both are valid. Yes, it's a homeo medicine. The price has never come to the cap yet, not even to the source of engulf. Okay, let's go to the next example. Now I am sure one by one with all examples your confusion should be cleared, friends. There is a question, can we conclude that Ashok Leyland may move back up to 170 level? No. How can you say Ashok Leyland will come to 170? You know that Ashok Leyland, if it comes to 170, you are going to short. That's all you know. You don't know if it come. Who are you? You are the guy. You are the Kattappa protecting the fort. You should not leave the fort. He has to one guy is protecting the fort. The rest of the army has gone out to fight. You should be in the fort only. If price comes there, you do. So what method, Ashok, you will trade for this? I'll try. We can trade both. There may be a flag limit, FTR and cap everywhere. Which one to follow? Which situation? Simple. Take a chart. Whatever you find, market. If you find a flag limit, market. If you find an FTR, market. When you mark everything, every zone, every power zone, you know where to go long, where to go short. Every power structure can be traded. If cap is to wait, what is there to lose? No problem, let us wait. What are we looking for? We are looking for high probability trades. Now what happened, friends? Take this example. This is Amar Raja batteries again. Okay. Now look at this. This is an authentic zone. If I go back, it is not touching any zone. So this is an authentic zone. It's a rally base rally. Okay. So that's an authentic zone. And then formed from there price reversed. Now there is no rally base drop. Okay, friends. Okay. There is no rally base drop, rally and drop, the V-shape fall. So this is also more powerful, friends. Understand? Now what happened? Price was coming down, drop, base, drop, base, drop, again drop, base, drop, drop, base, drop. There are three levels now. Drop, base, drop and drop, base, drop. Okay, but this is the guy who broke the authentic zone. So the source of engulf is this fellow. Clear, friends? This fellow is the source of engulf. Now, and the top fellow is naturally the origin of engulf. If price comes here, we can trade here, but there is another zone here. Remember that. The drop base drop, there were two drop base drops. So theoretically what happened? Rally, base, rally, and then what happened? It didn't form base. It formed a drop, direct drop, base, drop, base, drop. So what happened now? So there is one base, there is another base, there is origin. So this is the source of engulf. This is the origin of engulf. There's one more zone which got created. Who is it can create? I don't know. But when price retraces to source, we can trade, and retraces to origin, we can trade. That's all. If you guys don't get this trade, don't worry. There are other patterns to trade. Why you have to trade every pattern? Ashok, my question is cap meant at up maximum top? No. Friends, remember, did we say that? What are the rules? What are the rules for caps? Rules were simple. An authentic zone formed, a reversal DBR or RBD structure formed, authentic zone broken. That's all is the rules. But eventually, if it happens at a lifetime high, it is an extremely high probable trade. That I can say. But don't tell me, don't think that only lifetime highs this scenario will emerge. Okay? Only look for good authentic zone, good engulf. That's all. Now look at this example. Same example. This is a rally base rally. So it's an authentic demand, this guy. Friends. Okay, now if you go back, you might see some zones. They are not demand zone, they are supply zones. If a supply is broken, correct? Think about it, friends. Before it was an enemy fort. Now that enemy fort is destroyed and we have captured that fort. So it is an authentic demand zone because the supply is destroyed. So we will take that as an authentic zone. Why not? What is an authentic zone? We are looking at a strong zone. Yeah, we want a strong zone. We want a powerful zone. Which if you hit them only, you're considered a king. You are considered a hero. A hero is not one who hits everyone on the street. He wants to hit the most biggest baddie in the entire cinema. So we want this guy can be a biggest baddie because this guy has already destroyed so many people, no? Which means this big baddie has become big baddie by smashing many chotu baddies. So all Chotu baddies were beaten by this baddie who is the authentic demand, and hero comes and breaks him, then he is the superhero. Simple. So rally base rally, authentic demand, price goes and makes a top, beautiful gap up base drop, beautiful gap up base drop, price comes down, okay, and forms and forms drop 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 base base base, some confusing base, and finally drop. Okay, this is the point where the cap is confirmed. Correct, friends? Authentic zone engulfed. At that time, the origin of engulf and the source of engulf are marked. So now, how do you mark the zones? Understand this point very clearly. Who engulfed completely this guy? Correct? This last red guy. And what this fellow do, from there go to the top. That is the origin. So you can have the whole candle as origin. You can have only this much as origin also. Only the big candles. Only this guy also. That is your choice. So source of engulf reacted. Okay. Price slowly went up. Look at this. Look at this. This is beautiful. Price went to the zone, kissed the source of engulf, reacted. Kissed the source of engulf, reacted. Again enters into the course of engulf, finally made a big move, and then it went, kissed the origin and reacted. This is a classic example, friends. See how kiss trading works. That would be 2.3 point, 5 point stop loss. That's a 10-point stop loss, but the kiss would be 1 point. So your entry was probably 136,568 levels, and price would hardly gone 1 or 2 points above, and it came down. Do you guys get it, friends? And look at it, look at it. I didn't take the whole this one there. Okay, if I take the whole candle, it will be like this. It will be like this. Okay. So there was every chance that I missed this. If I take body 2 week, that's okay. But the ultimate source of energy is always FTB. First time retracement is always why. Every time, according to the fundamental principles of price action, every time price comes to a zone, it will eat pending orders and bring down the number of outstanding pending orders. If a bunch of students in the class were sent during the physical education class to pick mangoes on the backyard of the school, the first batch will get lot of mangoes, the second batch will get some mangoes, the third batch will go, they might not find any mangoes. Okay, and look at this. Thank you for that update, Gaurav. Look at how price moves. This is fantastic. Thank you. In fact, even I didn't notice it. See here, first time where price stopped, second time where price stopped, third time where price stopped. This is a classic example for you, friends. It went here, ate all pending orders, and then further above it ate all pending orders. From further above it all pending orders, and further above it get pending orders. The source of engulf was engulfed. Next time price come, it can even come like this, and then it can come like this, and finally it has to break the zone. This is a very cute example, friends. Who is this guy? ACC hourly chart. Did you guys like it? Can you friends give me a check if you are happy with this example? So Malappan is too worried that this cap has taken 25 days to emerge. Yes. So what's your problem? Waiting, no. It has taken 25 days till this point. From Jan 4th to Jan, say, 30th. That's okay. How does it matter? If you want to trade every day, that's you are breaking your brokerage. This is still first. For other stocks it may be still longer, friends. I'm okay. See, market is all about waiting. Market is all about patience. There's a beautiful question. Can we share all our markings that we have done on AmiBroker? Yes, you do whatever you want. At the end of the day, go to file and save database. Always go and do save database. If you do not save database, then it doesn't help you. We are retracement trader, friends. We are not some RSI greater than 50, okay, EMA greater than 25k traders that anybody can do. This requires a bit of intelligence. Tell me which indicator based trader will get this entry. Tell me who can get this kind of entry apart from a price action trader. And I am telling everyone, this is not easy. This also requires patience. Acha, in this case you must be happy. See, think what happens, friends. Remember this is the point, right? Now you are telling you got a zone here, then price came down, did time pass, and finally entered the zone after 25 days. Entering the date, you waited for 25 days. From there to get your reaction, it might take another 15 days, 20 days, 25 days also before it give you the reaction. Mind you, market is all about patience. So in the algo session, I will give an overview of all the execution capabilities that algos can offer to all price action traders. Stay tuned. There are a lot of interesting stuffs I'll be presenting in my algo session. Now, purposefully, I didn't mark any mark points here. Okay, now that I did all the good markings, now you guys think about it. Let me take a 10 seconds break. You guys have a look at it and confirm. Okay, before that, somebody wants the origin of source of engulf question. I'll reconfirm that. Okay, now see, here is the final explanation on the source of engulf. What has happened? This is an authentic zone. Okay, whoever breaks this authentic zone, the moment this authentic zone is broken, okay, we consider that the cap is valid. This is a Chotu candle who broke the authentic zone. Okay, so the moment this is broken, we decided that this is cap. Okay, and this is also the origin of engulf by default. Now what happened? From this particular last candle, go reverse, go to the high. This is the high. From this candle, that candle who engulfed the authentic zone, go to that fellow's, go to reverse and go to the high. This is the high point. That is the zone. That's all. That is the zone. You take wick to wick, wick to body, body to wick, wick to wick. That's your choice. Okay. Okay, friends. That's all. And finally, it came, kissed. It made a higher high, kissed. It made a higher high, 3 higher highs, it kissed. And finally, it made a much bigger higher high, it kissed. It is amazing. One of the fantastic way it has worked. A really impressive trade it is. Okay. Now talk about it. Sure, Hari, we can do that, Hari Kiran. No. Yes. Keshav sir, can you show how RSI and other indicators are of no use? Sir, if you go and use RSI indicator, sir, even if by any chance anything you use, sir, if you do the RSI based activity, this timing will not match, sir. Sir, your 20-day moving average will be somewhere like this. 50-day will be like this, 200-day will be like this. Each indicator will give a level. Which one you use? Every indicator will. Price action doesn't have anything else, no. Price action has only price, demand, supply. So you will get precise entries in this game. That's all. Because it is defined out by order flow, supply and demand, the market economics. All right. Now look at this example. What happened here? Rally, base, rally. It's a big dims authentic zone. And see, this is a bad zone, but it's okay. Okay, it is not an NRC base, it is an extended base. That's fine. So this guy broke the authentic zone. This guy. So what I did, I went reverse to the high. This is the point. So technically, this guy is the source of engulf, roughly, and the stop guy is the origin of engulf. So what I did, I just took wick to wick. I don't want to take body to wick. Okay, then it price got capped. Price came down, kissed, boom. Exactly. In this case, friends, source was destroyed. Source failed. Source failed. Source gave stop loss. Of course, if you take the 20% away thing, you might escape, but source failed. But generally, if source and origin is so close, why do we even touch source? We'll directly start trade at the origin only. Only look for source if it is very far. If the zones are like this, if this is origin, this is source, focus on origin. If this is origin and this is source, you can always try to take a retracement trade at the source and origin. Sorry, this is source, this is origin. In this case, if it you can't look for this kind of trade because it's next to next, it can directly break it. Nothing but a level over level. Okay, nothing but a level over level. Nothing but a level over. And moreover, not only that, even there is a slight whipsaw also here. Can you see? There is a fake out actually. There is a chotu fake out. Chotu fake out. Can you guys make out, friends? Huh. So such things are all part of the game. That's why the system that we are going to create, that will not have these kind of problems. Have an intelligent way of to tackle all these things. Now the next story. Rally, base, rally, gap up rally. Okay, rally and then rally, rally and direct, rally and base, rally and drop. This is like what? What is that? What engulfing is this? It's a bearish engulfing. Clear, friends? Malappan, which example? This example, Bajaj Finance example or previous? Previous. Give me 1 second. Tell me. In the previous example, there is a huge rally and formed based in the previous. Where is that? Which one? Where are you? Can you tell me? Highlight me. See, remember, friends, all the classics thing don't expect rally, authentic zone, rally, base, drop. Those things are classic methods. That is just to explain you that this authentic zone is very, very important. That's all. Similarly, this authentic zone is important. When he has broken it, I will play for retracement. And in retracement, please be matured enough to say that okay, base has not formed, so this is not capped. No, oh okay, the rally based drop has not come, so I think this is not kept. No, it can be direct rally and drop. And in this case, a clear demand zone was destroyed here, and that's why we trade the retracement. We need to be practical. Theory is just to explain you the ultimate concept. The concept is simple. An authentic zone is a new fort created by the enemy. When that fort is created, the cap is powerful. That's all. There, which means this, when it comes back, there are a lot more pending orders because these guys are superbly strong, superior. That's all. Nothing more. Finally, all we want is pending orders. Yes. Bears want to eat all the bulls' money. That's it. We'll check. We'll check. Okay. Wrong example. Wrong example. Now, you guys tell me. Okay. This is a rally. This is a base. This is a upside journey. Okay. Why did this guy fail? Tell me. And why this guy is wrong? Think about it, friends. Think about it. Take 1 minute. Have a look. Okay. Authentic zone is wrong. Very good. Many of you got the answer. Appreciate it. Gautam ji, Manish ji, Yuga, Prabhu, Shrikant, Ajay ji, not that authentic zone. Yes, Rajesh. Yes, Pratik. Okay. Because okay, now look at it, friends. One more learning to everyone. Okay. This is a drop base rally, correct? Drop base rally. So this is a zone. This is what? Demand zone. Now this demand zone, when I look back, there is a zone. That's all. It is not a now. See, if you remember in our initial example, what did I tell you? Rally, base, rally, and then rally, base, drop. That is a cap. So this is a cap. Because this authentic zone is destroyed, reversal, I will take trade. Correct. Now here, see, this is a different scenario. What is this? This is a drop base rally. Of course, drop base rally is also a demand zone. It need not be always rally base rally. Okay, there is no universal rule which tell all these things. Okay, these are all common sense. Now tell me why this guy is wrong. Why this guy is wrong? Okay, again, the authentic zone is wrong. So this is not a cap story. Okay, this is again not an authentic zone. Okay, friends, this is one cap which I'm eagerly waiting for. Okay, here is a TCS trade. Okay, I don't think TCS has still, it should be somewhere over here only, if I'm not wrong. It's a rally. rally, okay, rally, base, rally. Can you get it? Rally, base, drop, and then for after the drop again rally, base, rally. So I take the rally, base, rally as the authentic zone, correct? Why it is authentic zone, friends? It is at a lifetime high. Okay. Now, okay. Now, after that rally base rally, suddenly two superior momentum candles came. Okay. They destroyed that particular fort which the bulls created. They brutally destroyed it. And a bit of base, see how it is. Down, down, base, gap down. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. So friends, the fact of the matter is now, look there is no base also. Remember friends, when there is no base, you should be much more confident. Price went there, it is not willing to stay there for a second. What does rally base drop means? What does rally drop means? Who is better? This guy is better. Why? I will not stay there for a second. It's like fire. It goes and comes back brutally. Here it is not so. It did time pass. This is warm water. This is boiling water. Okay. Now look at the zone formation. Okay. I have clearly taken week to week only. I purposefully took it because I didn't want the base to be big. I mean the risk to be bigger. I'm going to wait for that moment in TCS. Is my trade clear, friends? What did TCS do now? In simple words, TCS formed an authentic zone, and then TCS formed a rally and drop, and the authentic zone was destroyed. So a cap is formed. And that cap, where is the source and origin of engulf here? Both are at the same point, because a single candle destroyed the authentic zone. There is no base candle in the whole journey only. So source and origin and engulf is same. So this point is not only the source and also the origin. In this bottom, cap working for buying. Is it so? Drop, base, drop. I go back. There are some zones. There are some zones. Okay. Or else overall it is working. It is working, but it is not an authentic zone for me. So if that was not authentic zone, this could have been my journey, and reverse journey would have been awesome. But there is some bit of congestion here, which means this zone is not authentic zone. Clear, friends? Okay. So this is my trade for everyone. Track it, let me know if it works. If it fails also, let me know, no problem. Let's see. So I want to short TCS at 2246. My stop loss is 2280. Target is 2100. My risk reward is 4.29. Do you know why I took a higher risk reward here? And this point, stoppage is only here. My minimum target is this. I expect price to free fall here till this point. And then below that, I don't know. Minimum target is this. Next, who is this guy? Page Industries. Rally, drop, base, rally. Authentic zone. Go left, nothing, because it is lifetime high. This guy broke the authentic zone. Go to the root. Go to the root. That's the cap and origin of engulf. And if price comes back, he is failing here, is coming here in future. If it comes into that zone, I will look for a trade. My short is 35,890. My stop loss is 36,520. Target is 34,300. Okay, my RR is 3.5 in this case. So these kind of trades we should trade, friends. 100 good trades we take. Okay, even 30% win rate will keep us in the game. And as time progress, you guys will improve, friends. I'm telling you, it's a matter of time. But only key point is position sizing has to be perfect. You need to slog chart patterns as time progress. See, this is not as classic as a Ashok Leyland kind of chart. You saw how beautiful Ashok Leyland was. You can even eliminate if you don't want to trade this. It may work, it may not work. Even a single doubt, ignore. One trade a day, 200 trades a month. I'm sorry, 200 trades a year. In 200 trades, here is the concept. There's nothing beyond this for me. 200 trades per year, 30% win rate. So 30% is equal to 200 into 0.3. 60 winners. 70% losers. So 200 into 0.7. 210 losers. Okay. Betting is 1% of capital. So end of the 200 trades, what happens? Sorry, 2 sevens are 14. 140 losers. Okay, 60 winners. So 60 winners will bring us 60 into 1 is to 3, no? So 180% profit. 140 losers will take away 1% each. 1 is to 3, no? Risk is 1%, reward is 3%, 140% profit. Eventually 40% annual return. If you guys understand this simple thought, we are in the game. And my friends, I am not a theoretical trader. I am a practical trader, and this is a practical statement from me. If you guys achieve this much, you are in the game. I am not telling you to win 100 to 70%, 80. I'm telling you, even if you win 30% with 200 trades, this is where we stand. One good trade a day. You have 200 stocks. Initially, it's difficult to find it. Find it. Who's stopping you? Work hard for you. You are not doing charity anyway. You are working for yourself to make more money. So it's nothing good, nothing wrong in slogging. In those 200 stocks, even if you get 10 trades, in those 10 trades on that day, take the best trade. So 40% return per annum is not a small money, and 30% is nothing, friends. 30% win rate is nothing with the kind of learnings you have achieved here. If I am impractical, critic on me, argue with me, debate with me, I'm more than happy. I am not telling you guys make 50%, 70%. I'm telling just 30%. If we can't make 30%, friends, with this much of understanding and learning, we are unfit to be this. Let's get out of this industry. Let's do something else. That's all. How many of you are not confident of achieving this minimum worst case 30% after this course? Till now, let's assume today is the last day of the course. Now tell me. Anybody think that achieving 30% would be a difficult thing? Any arguments, friends? It's extremely possible and workable. And I'm telling you to start off, see, remember, if you make 30%, when you lose, let's say when is the break even point? So 25%. Yes, 25%. If you win only 25%, let's say 25%, 25% winners, which is about 25 is 50 winners. Okay, 75% gone, right? 75% of 150 losers. Okay, so those 50 winners will do 150%, and those 150 losers will lose 150. So your return would be 0. Okay, so technically friends, out of 100 trades you need to win 25 trades to be in the game. If you win more than 25, you will be in profits. If you make 30, you will make 40%. If you win 40, it's phenomenal. Every percentage above, it will be phenomenal. So how to improve? Yeah, friends, take 35. Fantastic. Vinayak Joshi said it's like exam. We should target 35% marks. Beautiful. I guess friends, every one of us should focus on that 35. That's a great logic. Huh? I like it. So we should pass 35%. 35% of 200. Let's mark it. Pretty interesting it is. I don't know. 65% of 200. So 35% of 200 is how much? 70. 70 winners. 65% of 200 is 130. 130 losers. So 70 winners. 70 winners. 7 3 are 210%. 130 losers. You will guys make 80% return per annum. Rangaji says if we make 1:2, we can win more. No. Never go for 1:2. Go for 1:3. People who do indicators only go 1:2. Why should you wait for 1:2? Friends, can you reconfirm if this is fair? If you guys believe this is possible, according to me, mission I3T3 is successful. Okay. So I want 35. Yes, this is perfect. 35 is the passing mark in school. In the world of markets, we should get 35. Yes, let all of us target this number 35 first step. Milestone 1, do backtest, do validation, and make sure do 100 trades real time. Do paper trading, make a notebook, take every trade that comes in your way, trade flag limit, trade FTR, trade caps, trade Quasimodos, and after 100 trades, all of you publish your results. Sorry, Gaurav, you are wrong. Why should you do all the trades in one day? No, it's wrong. I am telling only one trade per day, not all trades in one day. 200 trades per year, every working day, every week I am telling only 4 trades. Portion sizing, ultimately I am telling only 1:3 trade, friends. The betting is only 1%. You have lot of capital, you have huge margins. Okay, so that's all it is. 70, just 70 winners can take us to give us 210%, 80% annual return. And remember another 40 though, if with this kind of a win rate daily one trade, friends, if you touch 50, that will be huge money. And let's talk all unrealistic stuff. So I am the most brutally practical guy, if you see. So I guess 35 is fairly achievable. Let's keep 35. At least we will achieve 30 and we will ensure that our money is safe and our capital is protected. Now, how to improve the risk reward of a trade? We must never trade for an RR less than 1:3 in positional trading. Friends, mark my words. Never ever, ever, never, never, ever, ever, never trade more less than 1:3 in positional trading. Never trade less than 1:2 in intraday trading. Okay. You can improve your risk reward by two ways. Which are they? The first one is reduce the risk. The second is extend the target. There is a question, why 1:3, why not 1:4? That's your choice. I am telling minimum 1:3. You go 1:5 also. I am fine with it, but not lesser than 1:3. Minimum. RR less than 1.3. Okay. So what I say is generally what happens, friends. You saw that example of big cap, no? A huge, a rally based drop in a higher time frame will form a very big proximal and distal line, something like this. Like say rally base drop. Okay, this is the big distal and crystalline, but this is probably weekly or daily, for example. Then what happens, friends, if you go on a lower time frame, look for the same point where the origin or the source of engulf, the source, you remember how to go reverse. When you go to a lower time frame, probably you might get a smaller zone. That's why go to the lower time frames. You can always reduce the risk there. Okay. So when you go to lower time frames, your risk can always be reduced. So what happens in that case, if your target is this much, by reducing the risk, your target is reduced to this much. So your 1:3 can become more also. Reducing the risk is the most safest method. Drill down deeper into lower time frames to find smaller price structures and move the proximal line. Just keep the proximal and take the proximal line closer to the distal line. If this is distal line, this is proximal. Suppose at a higher time frame, try to go lower time frame and move the proximal close by. Further move the proximal close by. You can always do this. This is the beauty of price action. Never move distal line. Distal line must be intact, should always be away. Very, very critical. Don't ever think of bringing down distal line. Okay. Now, there is only one risk that you might not get the entry at all, which is fine. We are hardly looking for how many trades. If you're like 200 trades, in a month, hardly 20 trades we are looking for. Yuga, park your questions. I will come to it. I'll clarify everything. Now, or else what? Or else what you have to do if your risk is more. Let's say if your distal line is here and your proximal line is here, you want to take a trade when it comes inside this zone. If your RR is lesser, what you have to do? You need to extend the target, and the target you might never achieve. It's very risky also. Rather reduce the zone, bring down your risk. Instead of week to week marking, see how many times I have done this. I have done this so many times. Okay, sometimes I mark week to week, sometimes I mark body to week, sometimes I mark. Okay, this is always the distal line. My proximal can be upper week to upper week, body to upper week, or lower week to upper week, anything. So if I take this one, the risk is always extremely low when compared to this one, where the risk is very high. In this case, by default, you will get 1:2 more than 1:3. I am telling 1:3 only. Okay, so always look for reducing risk then instead of extending the target. So 1:3 should come very easily, friends, without hard work. It should come. Now let me come back. Say there is a question here. Unless trade is not square, how can we take another trade as margin is blocked? You are okay. How do I put it? Let's say I have, where is that notepad? Okay, let me go to that notepad. Let me go to a new page. Now let's say I have 10 lakhs. Okay, 1% betting per trade is 10,000. Whether you trade intraday, whatever positional, that is immaterial. I have decided that my betting is 1,000. What is the margin required for one trade? The margin required for one trade is 1 lakh only. And remember, always remember, when you are taking trade on lower time frame, your trade also gets finished very soon. And there is a rule by Alexander Helder who says 5% must be the max loss in a month. This is a very, very powerful rule, which ideally means if you have taken 5 trades, 5 naked trades in a month, you are not supposed to trade 6 trades because your 5 trades are already at risk. Because of course nothing is guaranteed in market, no? Until and unless your fifth one of the 5 trades are profitable, then only you are supposed to put the 6th trade in the system. If you stick to the structured rules, things would be phenomenally high. On the last module of our trading, I am getting deeper into these topics and explain you with micro building blocks. Okay, I will define the guidelines and direction. I'll put gates for everyone. Mainly for beginners, I don't really push the experts hard. Those people who are already into trading, all those beginners, I put gates like level 1, level 2. In games, video games, you have no, you pass level 1, you go to level 2 and then level 3. So similarly we will define levels so that your money doesn't get exhausted, because you should not lose money in the learning phase. At the same time, you should not do paper trading for the rest of your life. It is boring. You need to play real money with proper risk and money management. Okay, so Yuga, I'll tell you what I used to do. 25 lakhs capital I had. 1% is almost 25,000 betting per trade, assuming 1% risk. What's the margin? 1 lakh. Okay. How many trades I'm taking in a year? 200. So how many per month? 20. How many per week? 5 trades only. At any point of time, your number of trades will not be more than 5 to 6 trades. You don't have to trade every day, right? We need only 1 trade per day average. That doesn't mean the first day only you should take all the 5 trades of the month. It is a structure. There is a way to progression. You can progression towards the better, trades. You can increase your trades, you can decrease your trades. There is dynamic position sizing, all that we'll discuss in the last module. Okay, but this is the structured rule. I principally follow this rule. I never bet more than 1% on my single trade, irrespective of how much money I have in my account. I know with whatever 40%, 50% accuracy, I get 50% double money. Okay, definitely I'm not greedy. I'm a lot more matured in terms of position sizing. Okay, I never deviate from these rules. Okay, so what did we learn today? The caps, the third most powerful price patterns in advanced price action. Caps are reversal patterns. Remember this, they are not continuation patterns. And you guys know there are 2 types of caps. What are they? Where the source and engulf and original engulf is same, or it is different. And there's an excellent statement from Anand. He says at a lower time frame the risk is reduced. We can always use that extra reduction in risk to move the digital line away. Very good idea. That is really a good protection mentality. So remember, trading is one world. How much ever protection you put, you're not called a coward. In trading there are no cowards, they are intelligent people only. Only in trading unnecessary adventurous stunts are not appreciated. Okay, the 2 types of points are source of engulf, origin of engulf. Target for the caps can be an opposite demand zone. It can be a flag limit, an FTR, or a QM. Okay, my friends. Now let's come to the last point of our discussion today, Q&A. Any more questions, friends? Tomorrow's agenda. Tomorrow we have an interesting agenda coming up. Tomorrow's agendas are fourth power pattern swaps, the compression theory, the liquidity spike, and 3D patterns. Vinayak, real examples. These are real examples where I took screenshot, Baba. These are all real examples only. Okay. Okay, come on, let's have a look at it. You want Maruti? Let's see Maruti. Rally, base, rally. This is the authentic zone. This guy broke the authentic zone. So this is my source of engulf. Where is my origin of engulf? This is my origin of engulf. Okay. The price went, kissed the origin of engulf and gave a massive reaction. Okay. Is it clear, friends? Any questions? Is it complex? What did we do? We just found an authentic demand zone, which is a lifetime high RBR. That's our rally base rally, and price reversed, and we waited for the rally base rally to be destroyed, and we decided that this guy is the cap. Khatam. You have to check to the left to authenticate, because I know that is lifetime high, so I didn't go to the left. I didn't go to the left because I know that was lifetime high. Can you see this? You don't have to go to the left. Yes, you got it? Simple. Is there any additional checkpoint for cash segment if we have less than 2-3 lakh capital? No checkpoints. 2-3 lakh capital, guys. Simple. Always respect the 1% rule. The day you deviate from 1% rule, your bad day will start. And that tsunami, I'm telling you, we don't know when it comes. It will definitely come. Go to a Chennai wala. If you speak 10 years ago, he would have slapped us. If we say tsunami will come to Chennai, if you had gone to Kerala, and if you had met a 75-year-old man last year and told, sir, you might get floods, he would have slapped us also. But it came. But the day we break the rules, our failure is inevitable one fine day. Okay. We must stick to the 1% story. That will set the ball rolling for the rest of our life. Okay. Making money in market is very easy. Retaining the money made is the biggest challenge. That's what most of the experts says. All right, friends. Any other questions? Any other questions? How was it so far? Did you guys understood the FTRs, understood the caps clearly? Did we or did we not simplify everything with just bunch of simple rules? Is there any complication? So where did we trade Maruti? Maruti, we took the entry at the zone. Where is that zone? This is weekly, sorry. Where did we trade Maruti? Maruti was here. What is the risk reward? 2%. Okay, this is perfect. So my entry was 9804. My stop loss was 10,000. Friends, what is 10,000? What is 10,000? It is 100 square. Okay. Gautam sir, is it clear? Okay, see friends, these are really complex things. Okay, and if you have understood today, definitely you guys have really grasped the things. Okay, forget the trades part. If I've understood the concept also, I'm damn sure. Go back, see the videos once again. I'm confident that you would get them. Okay. Okay, Adani Power. Somebody wanted Adani Power. 1 second. One last chart before we wind up for the day. Adani Power. Yeah. What is the question, Indrajit? Malappan, 1% loss is the 1% loss per trade. Simple. 1% of the capital, not the price. Remember, 1% of your capital. Definitely not the price. Price can be 5% stop loss, no issue, but the risk should be 1% of your capital. Anyway, we will talk about it in detailed manner in the last module. Okay, superb. So I hope you guys enjoyed a session. I have a bigger assignment coming up, friends. Simplification is a nightmare, and next week it's going to be QM. Okay, next week it's going to be QM, and the next tomorrow we'll talk about swaps, compression theory, and liquidity spike theory. Okay, and next week I wanted to make an update. Next week, friends, we will have only one session on Saturday. Sunday we will take a day off because I have an emergency on next Sunday. So by next Saturday we will complete the complete price action theory, because advanced price action is for 3 days. Okay, I had already kept a cushion of 2 days at the end, assuming if we might delay for any unforeseen reasons as far as i3T3 webinar is concerned. So fortunately we have been on schedule. So after that we have 4 more days of session to go, that we will manage. Okay, so no worries. And the next week, that single day session would be complete Quasimodo. Okay, we'll go deeper into the topic. That is the most advanced topic here. It is a big challenge for me. I'm preparing my material, referring to lot of stuffs from different parts of the world, because RTM stuffs are not enough. They don't give clarity on learnings. We need to read lot of literature from Malaysia, Indonesia, from different parts. The biggest torture is to decode their language and really make a meaning and sense about it. Okay, all right. So with this we will come to the end of the session. All right, friends, and thank you very much for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the show today. I am going to take a break of 30 minutes. Anybody having any problem whatsoever from last week, come back online after say 30 minutes. I am going to sign off from this recording right now, so as to create the recordings to upload into the website, and I'll come back again in half an hour's time from now. The time is like 4:45, so around 5 o'clock, 5:10 I'll be there. Anybody having any problems, buzz me here. We can discuss one by one. I will resolve all your technical issues. Hari Kiran, I hope you heard me myself. Okay, great friends, enjoy your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Come back with a lot of energy to consume the next phases of advanced price action trading. Thank you very much. Have a great evening. Bye bye.